Guys, Game Pass's second half of the year is set to be the biggest we've seen in 2023, with big hits like Starfield, Lies of P, and others next month. But first, this August, we have some great titles to check out. I'm Sonny, your host here at Xbox Central, and we kick this off with Celeste, available to play now. This critically acclaimed platformer game released years ago, but it's still one of the best indie games to ever release. You play as Madeline as she climbs a treacherous mountain full of obstacles, both physical and mental. Now, the game's known for its challenging gameplay, which I can absolutely attest to firsthand, its tight controls, and surprisingly very real emotional storytelling. It has this beautiful pixel art, captivating soundtrack, and the fact is the game has won so many awards, I really think it's worth checking out. This is now available on console, cloud, and PC. Now, if you're looking for a game that kind of gets you away from crazy action, or you have to think too much and you want a casual experience, A Short Hike's a good one. Here you play as a bird named Claire who embarks on a relaxing adventure to reach the top of a mountain. The game's goal is ultimately to offer a peaceful and immersive experience, allowing you to explore this mountain, interact with quirky characters, engage in various activities like fishing, hiking, and searching for hidden treasures. So far, with almost over 10,000 plus positive user reviews, people have really liked this game for its soothing atmosphere and really the sense of freedom it provides as you explore this mountain at your own pace and you engage in anything you want at your own pace. So if you're looking for a break from traditional games, A Short Hike will be available on August 3rd on cloud, console, and PC. Now, a game that released all the way back in 2015, but my goodness, it's still a heck of a title, is Broforce. This is an action-packed side-scrolling shooter that offers a nostalgic homage to the classic action movies. But what makes this awesome coming to Game Pass right now is this game hasn't received updates in forever, but it's coming with this awesome Broforce Forever update this August 8th. It's coming with new bros and new enemies and new features, but this is a game about you controlling a variety of iconic action heroes who blast their way through destructible environments and take down enemies brutally. It's a fast-paced, in-your-face gameplay, explosive action, and features a full co-op mode that I've gotten to play with buddies, and we got to beat this game in the past, and my goodness, I still have very fond memories with this game. So it's really awesome to see that this is landing on Game Pass with a completely brand new update almost 8 years later. This is going to be hitting on August 8th on consoles, cloud, and PC. Limbo's the critically acclaimed award-winning puzzle platformer that was released over a decade ago, but it's going to be coming on Game Pass here soon. Set in a haunting and monochromatic world, players guide a young boy through dangerous environments and solve challenging puzzles to uncover the mysteries of his journey. Limbo is known for its atmospheric storytelling, its minimalistic art style, and its immersive gameplay. Now, the game's interesting in the sense that you're given kind of no context of who you are or where you are or what you're doing, but you really get a mysterious story that will end up really being gripping, which is interesting because this is a puzzle platformer. Now, the puzzles at first will be relatively simple, but they do get complex as you go deeper into the title. Ever since this game got released over a decade ago, it's actually spawned tons of clones of it left and right, trying to recreate the magic that Limbo this game has. So if you haven't dived into this one yet and you love puzzles, I think you'll enjoy Limbo as it launches on console, cloud, and PC on August 9th. Lately, Game Pass has been really grabbing these super interesting city builders, and we have that with Airborne Kingdom. Set in a world where cities are built on flying islands, players take on the role of an architect and ruler tasked with constructing and managing a floating kingdom. The game offers a unique blend of city building mechanics and exploration as players expand their kingdom, they gather resources, and maintain balance of their airborne civilization. But you're going to be doing things like researching technology and even dealing with unique problems like balancing air drag propulsion and more related sky problems to keep that city afloat. Of course, a game like this isn't without you managing huge amounts of people, and you'll be managing things like housing, food, medicine, and even daily comforts. With its innovative gameplay and unique style, you're really going to get a fresh take on the city building genre. This lands on August 10th on consoles, cloud, and PC. Released back in April of this year, Everspace 2 is the sequel to the original Everspace, and this game offers an immersive experience set in a vast universe where players pilot their own ship, engage in intense dogfighting combat, explore diverse elements, and uncover a deep and engaging story where you follow Adam, a clone pilot seeking his place in the universe as he navigates clashing factions of local warlords and crazy cultists, and you're going to be fighting off hungry warlike aliens. What stands out with Everspace 2 has to be the gorgeous visuals, very deep RPG mechanics, and of course the fast-paced space combat. Everspace 2 comes in with at least a minimum of about a 30-hour campaign, and if you decide to take on the side missions, all the side missions, and try to find all the secrets, it can offer up to 90 hours to finish it in its entirety. Everspace 2 lands on Game Pass on August 15th on Xbox Series X and S and the cloud. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre is finally going to be landing this August, and it's based on the iconic horror movie franchise. This game plunges players into a terrifying and suspenseful experience where you'll have 4 player survivors up against 3 killers, and you're trying to stay alive as the survivors. This is a horror multiplayer game that's kind of in the same vein as Dead by Daylight, where again guys, you're honestly mostly just trying to stay alive, and doing so by hiding and trying to escape and hopefully working alongside your fellow survivors, unless you're the killer. Then your objective is to brutally murder the other player survivors in the most horrific ways imaginable. These games are typically pretty fun and very suspenseful and very memorable. So if you're looking for a heart-pumping title, this is looking like a good one when it releases on Game Pass on August 18th. Now, Sea of Stars is a game that takes players on an epic journey in what I would personally like to describe as a very beautifully crafted pixel art world set in a universe where the stars have gone out. Players control 2 children with unique abilities and the power of the sun and the moon as they embark on a quest to save the world. This new Day 1 Game Pass release really looks to have an engaging story, deep RPG mechanics, and it's a throwback to the old classics but with a modern touch. Sea of Stars will definitely offer some captivating and immersive experiences for those who love RPGs. This will be releasing on August 29th on Game Pass. Now, if you guys have followed me for a while here at Xbox Central, you guys know I get very excited for future upcoming games, and I typically don't like going this far ahead, but I have to because September Game Pass games are set to be the biggest drops maybe in the history of Game Pass as we know it. And of course, we're talking about the first game here, and that's Starfield, that lands on September 6th. This is from Bethesda Studios, and it's a completely new IP, and we have a game taking place beyond our solar system and into space, with you playing a character telling your own story and being able to explore over 1,000 planets. I won't go much deeper into this title, but of course this is a massive game that's coming. Then we have Lies of P landing this September 19th. This is the newest Souls-like game, bringing what I feel will be some of the best action-packed gameplay coming this 2023, as you play as a puppet created by Geppetto, who's caught in a web of lives with unspeakable horrors surrounding him and monsters. And now you must navigate through this world to really find who you are and find yourself. Then further down September, we have the quirky party game called Party Animals. This one's coming out on September 21st. But then we have Payday 3, one of the best co-op multiplayer franchises of the past decade, and they have a new title. And here you're going to be engaging in the criminal world and going on different heists and missions to gather money, wealth, and power with your team of buddies right next to you. I personally played the original with over 500 hours, and to this day, man, I have the fondest memories of Payday 2. So to say the least, I am very excited for number 3. And guys, if you can't tell, we have a stacked September, and I certainly will not have enough hours to play all these games. Finally, we take a look at the games leaving Game Pass this middle of August. I'm sad to see a game that I've enjoyed a lot on PC Game Pass leaving in Death Stranding. If you haven't played this on PC Game Pass, you have to. It's amazing. Then there's some other solid titles that are sadly leaving, but you get a sweet 20% discount if you want to buy them before they go. If you want a list of the best open world games on Game Pass though, make sure you check out that video on the screen.